Are you? How are you? Okay, so I haven't uploaded in a few days. Other than my affirmations of love your body, mainly because I've been filming shit, and then I don't like it. So then it's like I keep filming stuff, and then I toss it out, and I film stuff, and it's just becoming stressful. So I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this live, and then I have no choice. Hey, Lala, how are you? Then I have no choice. It's done. I'm here. I'm doing it. So I decided, since I'm putting on my makeup, that I would do it on live. Pray for me. Be merciful in y'all judgment. Did you? Did you? What you get? Um, yeah. So I'm gonna put on some makeup. So we're gonna put on some makeup. Let me pull my hair back. So I primed my eyes, and I did my brows, which is something that I normally don't do first. Oh, girl, honey, I got Catsuit WetNWilds all over the place. Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of them. Yes. I like them. I like the ones that are more shimmery than the ones that have the more metallic-y ones. Yeah, I love them. I love them. I got those new ones just now from the Gothographic set. The nice pastel ones. Matter of fact, I got one right here. Speak of WetNWild. Ooh, I gotta try the models on. I want to try them too. I haven't tried them yet. So, prime my eyes. One of the things I did is I put my under eye primer. I want to get the J-Cat. They're on my list. And I keep trying to get them, and then I get sidetracked with other stuff. I have a short attention span. So I'll be like, oh, I'm about to buy them J-Cats. The problem is I want to buy them all. Those prism metal chrome things, I want to buy them all. So it's like every time I set up a J-Cat Beauty shopping cart, it starts to come up to like $120. And I'm like, okay, now you done lost your damn mind. I'm not even going to tell y'all what I was on today, because I was trying to buy the new L'Oreal Infallible lip paints, because they have a whole chocolate nudes set that came out. Them bitches sold out on Target. They're gone. I can't get them. So then they said they were in the stores, and I went to 3 fucking stores that they said they were in, and they were not there. So I'm gonna try to get them tomorrow, because I want them bitches bad. Okay. So I'm thinking teal. I'm in a teal mood. I'm gonna try to use the Jaclyn Hill. This is one of those things that I just don't use. So here's what I want to do. My chit chats are gonna have, I'm gonna chit chatty. So I want to talk about this thing I call "fuck your sorry," and it's my thoughts on. I don't either. That's why I said let me use it. Look, she's so clean. She's so clean. For one thing, can I just be real with y'all? I hate palettes are irritating me with all of these neutrals. It's like you got all of these neutrals. Could we have not gotten rid of some of these tones, like all of this right up in here? These 4, 5, they could have got rid of at least 2 or 3 and gave us a few more pops, some more colors. Yes, they are all the same. So I'm a little, I don't know. After I got it, now I will say the quality is good, but am I dying for them? No. So anyway, but I'm going to use the teal a little bit. And we're going to transition. This color is really darker than I thought. Oh, well, we're going to work with it now. It's on my eye. It's on my eye now. So anyway, I call it "fuck your sorry." And it's about forgiveness. And hi, Amy, how are you? So this is what I think about forgiveness. There's this theory in forgiveness is like people do fucked up shit. And then, they say, I'm sorry, and you forgive them, and then you have to let them back in your life. That is not true. So I always say, fuck your sorry. Now, that's not to say that I'm, really like, I'm giving you the finger for your sorry. But what I mean by that is, thank you for your sorry. I forgive you for what you did to me. But that doesn't mean I have to let you back in my life. And see, the problem is, I think that when people do that kind of thing, they believe that you have to let them back in because you've forgiven them. I said, I'm sorry. And those are the type of people, and usually the people who do that are the type of people who will abuse it. It's very pretty. It is a very pretty palette, but it's very neutral. You know, it's like, I want to do something with color. I got this area right here. But other than that, it's like, if you like neutrals, and I will say the quality is very good. So, you know, so I believe in fuck your sorry. And what I say that is that in this life, you can forgive you know, they always say forgiveness is divine, and it is. You should forgive people for the things they do. If not for them, but for yourself. But that doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. You don't have to let them back in your life. And conversely, with the saying that when you do some fucked up shit to somebody, they can forgive you, but that doesn't mean they have to let you back in. So the belief is that I've said I'm sorry now, let's, you know, we're going to be okay. Okay can be that you never deal with each other again. Fuck your sorry. And I think that people need to understand that. And I think that people need to understand that it's okay to feel that way about somebody. You don't have to allow somebody back in your life just because they feel remorseful. See, that's the thing that gets you caught up with people who ain't shit. You know, because those are the people who do this a lot. I mean, you can forgive somebody and put them back in your life. But then if they continue to do that and they always say, I'm sorry. See, that's not real truth. That's not really truly doing, you know, trying to be better. It's just, I'm just going to say I'm sorry to get you off my back. Fuck your sorry. Fuck your sorry. And so I think that in life, we need to understand that about it. All right, so I think I'm going to go on and do... Right, exactly. See, that's exactly what it means. You do not have to let people back in your life. And it's okay not to let them back in your life because maybe they're toxic. Maybe you all just don't gel together. Maybe, you know, and sometimes when you do some shit that's real fucked up to somebody, you got to take that L. I should have brought out another palette. So I'm stuck now with this damn palette. Okay, but I know what I'm going to do. It is bad when it's a close family member, but shit, it happens. It happens. It happens. And you know what? And sometimes for your peace of mind is better. And you have to also understand that it can happen to you. Just because you feel remorse, just because you want to rebuild a relationship, the person that you hurt does not have to let you back in your life. And you just got to take that L. I think I'm going to use this one. We'll see. Let's see what happens. They don't have to let you back in. Oh, this is very pigmented. But we're going to fix this up. And the thing, and so I always say, because I was just talking to some people, these young girls about this. See, the thing people don't think about is, how would you feel if somebody did some of the shit you do to people? So if you're not gonna be able to handle if somebody did it to you, why would you do it to them? And then expect them to be okay and take your sorry and then let you back in their life. I'm not letting your ass back in. I'm too old to be bothered with people who irritate my life, irritate my soul, upset me. No. So I'm a big one on fuck your sorry now. And I mean, I used to be that person, oh, I'm going to give you another chance and maybe they'll do better and maybe we'll feel better about it. And no. Nope. Nope. Fuck your sorry. Fuck your sorry. And I've had to take some L's in my life where I really hurt somebody and I really wanted them back in my life and I felt remorse and I knew and I felt after the fact, oh man, that was some fucked up shit. And I really wanted them back, but I have to take the fact that they don't have to want me back in their life. And that's it. That's all. You know what? I love my e.l.f. brushes. I have some good Morphe ones. And I like these coastal scent ones because I'm kind of cheap when it comes to brushes. I'm still not to that point. I said I'm going to buy some more expensive brushes this year. My goal this year is to buy some brushes and spend some money. But, and you know, I like to have a lot of them. And if they're $20-something a piece, I can only have one. So, to have multiples, I like e.l.f. I love e.l.f. detail brushes. They have some of the best detail brushes. Where's my little detail brush? Their detail brush is freaking awesome. Look at how small that is. That baby gets into my crease. Gets in my crease. Does its job. I'm trying to make some color happen. I will say this is a really nicely pigmented, the Jaclyn Hill. And it does blend. It's just kind of ugly. I mean, it's just kind of boring. Let me say that. It's not ugly. It's boring. They're boring. But yeah, so that's what I was really thinking about, is that how I'm thinking about that. Because, you know, my ex-husband, he's definitely on the fuck your sorry list. I mean, he's apologized for, you know, not telling me about who he was and what was going on with him, and how about just not telling me you have HIV, motherfucker. But you know, and that's fine, but I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire, and that's just the real of it. I would not spit on him until I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't know. We have not spoken in years. We got nothing to say. So I don't know. I hope at this point in his life, he has learned to be honest, because there are people who will be with, I mean, like, look, when I was angry, I found that there are dating sites for people with, you know, HIV and hepatitis C and things like that. And that's where he should have been. That's what he should have been doing. He should have been, you know, dating people who, and then he could have been honest and forthcoming and shit. Then, you know, but he was not. So, fuck your sorry. So that's why we on the fuck your sorry. But I want people to understand that that's okay, that's a good thing. Because I was talking to somebody and they're like, you know, and they said they were sorry and I don't really want to be bothered with them. I said, well, you ain't got to be bothered with them. You could take the sorry. No, he's not down low. No, he has had, let me say this. My ex-husband, so I can give you some backstory since we just sitting here talking. My ex-husband was a hemophiliac. So he had HIV for years. Like, he's been living, at the time I found out about it, he had been living with it for almost 20 years. He just failed to tell me about it. So yeah. Nah, that's not what it was. He had it the whole time. He just been hiding it. What's a hemophiliac? A person who has a blood disorder where they don't have the clotting factor, so he can bleed. You know, people who bleed easily. So he has hemophilia, which is a genetic disorder. Which is something, I mean, he couldn't help that. I mean, I knew that, but it was just, I didn't know. There was a time back in the 80s where part of their medication to help them survive was based on blood, because they're missing the Rh factor in blood. So part of they used to use actual human blood to make it. And there was tainted blood that was used in their medication, because that was before they were testing people who were, you know, donating blood for HIV. And people, so there was there was a time when people who had hemophilia were becoming infected because of their medicine was infected. So yeah, so I mean, it wasn't like he did anything. It wasn't his fault, but he just didn't tell me. Just didn't tell me. Okay, I'm gonna use this green to deepen up the crease. Yeah, so he just failed to mention that part to me. Yeah. Yep. So in that case, there was a fuck you're sorry moment in our life. And I mean, I've now started doing that on quite a few people. Cause I just, no. It's okay. We good. We are good. We don't ever have to be friends again. And it's okay. You ain't, you see me on the street. Now here's the thing. This kind of muddied out because I had that red on there. So let's see. I want this to be more, it's coming out more green than teal to me. This is like a very green teal as opposed to a blue teal. Because I like a teal that's more, I like a more blue base. And this is a more green base. But we gonna rock it, child. Because I was gonna wear, no I wasn't. Well, yeah, he is. Oh, he is. He is. He wasn't a nice, well, I mean, he turned out to be not the man I thought he was. Clearly. How's everybody doing? I got people watching. How y'all doing? But yeah, so, oh, who's your mother? Uh-oh, what's she do? Child, tell me about it. Sometimes, the space of being a parent can be rough. I mean, I'm a parent. And there's been times that oh, what was I thinking? What was I doing? And some people, parenting might not necessarily have been the thing they should have done. I have an older sister who never became a parent, and it was a good thing. Because I think she would have drove her kids crazy. I don't know. Now I see why I don't come for this palette too often. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette, y'all. It's like, Don't get me wrong. It's, I am very sure the things that happen with families can be very, and the thing with family is that we want to believe in them so much. We take what they say to heart so much. And then it's hard, and when they disappoint us and when they're terrible to us, it just breaks your spirit. It breaks you down. And, and people don't see what they're doing to the people that they supposedly love based on that, Whew, child. I bought these BH Cosmetics brushes. I don't necessarily like them, especially for I think they're a little too dense for my personal taste. I like my brushes to be a little fluffier. These are very dense brushes. They're very soft, but they're very dense. Okay, so that's height. Let's do something on my face. Now, first off, my face is breaking out. I don't know why, but I'm breaking out. This is driving me insane. I am too old to have fucking pimples. I am too old for that. Pimples are not. Oh, yeah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to put on a little eyeliner when I'm thinking about it. I'm going brown. I don't think I'm putting on lashes today. I think I'm going to show you guys how I do my lashes when I'm just putting on mascara. Because it's a process, child. It's a process. I do not curl my lashes, though. Because my lashes are pretty naturally curly. They're not super curly, but they have just enough curl. And when I put some mascara on, they curl up really well. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm about to put on some primer. I have on my eyeshadow. I prime my eyes first. So I use, oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. Primer's right here, child. Got to do that primer. It makes all the difference when you prime your lashes. It makes all the difference. Oh, we talking lashes, child. We about to do. Let me get this on. Because, I mean, I wear lashes, but I'm not wearing them every day. You know, oh, you know what? There's certain ones that just are really bad like that. The Lash Princess is pretty good. It doesn't smudge like that. This Tarte lash paint is really good. I don't have that problem where it smudges a lot, where you get that raccoony eye. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Oh, no, definitely. Yeah, that's what I said. Forgiveness is for the forgiver. Definitely. Hi, how you doing? But what I mean when I say F your sorry, fuck your sorry, what I mean is that when you forgive somebody, that doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. And that's where I think people make the mistake. You don't have to let anyone back in your life just because they ask for forgiveness. You can forgive them for what they've done. You can move on past that point, but you don't have to let them back in, because not everybody who's asking for forgiveness needs to be back in your life. And that's the problem that so many people have, you know, this feeling like, oh, but, you know, they asked for forgiveness. Oh, no, I don't never forget. And a lot of times people who ask for forgiveness, they want you to forget everything. Like it never fucking happened. No. Now here's the one thing that you must do. If you forgive somebody and you're going to let them back in your life, you must let that go, though. It doesn't mean you forget it, but you gotta let it go. You can't beat them over the head with that thing that you forgave them for. You just can't do that if you're going to allow them back in your life. Now, so once you forgive somebody for something, you don't have to forget it, but you can't keep bringing it up if they're not doing shit. You know, that whole, I'm going to keep beating you up for it. If you're not ready to forgive them, then don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to them. Yes, you do. Boundaries are important. But usually when people want forgiveness, now here's the other thing also with forgiveness. From the side of asking for forgiveness, you have to move in the I'm kind of hard too. You have to allow somebody to forgive you in the time they need to. Like if you're asking for somebody to forgive you, you can't decide, I need forgiveness, and they have to forgive you at that moment. See, it might take them a little time to get to the point to trust you enough to say, okay, I'm okay with everything. I'm better. I'll just use some brown liner. But you can't dictate that. And oftentimes, and let me be real. We talking real here. Men do that especially in relationships. And, you know, and I'm not saying this to be, you know, male bashing, but let's just be honest. Let's just call a spade a spade. That's what they're hoping for. Usually they want you to I'm putting on a little peach corrector under these eyes. You know, especially when it's a monumental shit. Don't let it be cheating. They want you to forgive them. Let's get past it. Let's keep moving. If you're not really ready to forgive that, if you cannot handle it, don't have that person in your life. You know, sometimes we can forgive, but we just don't have to let them back again. You know, we just don't have to. And it's okay. Now I'm going to use my favorite primer, which is this Magic Collection. This is my favorite cheap primer. This stuff is $5 at the beauty supply. If you like a silicone-based primer, this is the shit. It mattes up your face. You are and that's exactly, and that's your exact thing. You can go ahead and do that. Because the thing is, if that's not something that you're going to be able to deal with, then you have to be honest about that. And here's the thing, like I always say, once you ask for forgiveness, if that person don't want to be bothered with you, you got to just take that L. See, people always think, oh, I'm going to say it. This is sticky. You know, they always feel like, oh, well, I said I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's nice. But I don't want to be bothered with you. So there. So there. And that's the whole flip side of it. So even if you do something that you have to ask forgiveness for, they might not forgive you. They might forgive you, but they might be like, nah, I don't fuck with you no more. That's just life. Wow, I've been talking for 25 minutes. Let me put some fucking stuff on. How y'all gonna let me talk this long? I ain't even got my foundation on. I'm just talking. I'm using the Super Stay by Maybelline. I love this stuff, y'all. It is like one pump and it can cover my whole entire face. Look at these things. One pump is like medium coverage. 2 pumps, definitely full coverage. I bought it a little too dark. I bought it in golden because I always think of myself as being golden. I think I'm a golden girl. I think I'm golden. You know, I like it. I personally like it. It is very full coverage. See, this is like one pump. If I decide to put on another pump, it'd be totally full coverage on me. I like the matte and poreless, but this is a really good one. I will say. It stays well on my face. That's all I got. But no. I don't know yet. Don't I have the Raven photo filter? Did I tell you stay away for about an hour? Bye. Keep my... How do I tell somebody to stay away for an hour? Bye. There's no more... Is there wine in there? Bye. Okay, so I'm sorry. Oh no, you're not getting out of this life alive. No, ain't nobody getting out of this life alive. I think because I dealt with death pretty early. My father died when I was 16, and I knew he was dying since the time I was 9. So I had to learn early the things about life. Who was that? Her name is Divine. She is a young lady who grew up. I'm good. You know, I'm not good, but you know, it happens. She's a young lady she's my daughter's friend, and it's her birthday, and she came by for a minute, and I gave her keys because she gets on my nerves coming by, and I'm always having to let her in. So I just told her to make keys so she doesn't have to do this anymore. And she was dropping off the keys. Oh, it's always hard. The thing is that and since we're gonna get into that subject, the thing about grieving, and let me say this: my father died when I was 16. My mother died when I was 27, 28, 1985. I was 28. I think I was 28. I don't know how the fuck old I was. Anyway, this was 1995. Okay. Yeah, and I will tell everybody this: you will grieve forever. I still grieve sometimes for my parents. You know, my father has been gone over 30 years. No, I don't grieve the same way I did in the beginning. Not at all. But I still grieve for them. You know, I still miss my parents. I wish they were here. You know, they didn't get to... My father never met his No, oh, my love, we don't want you crying, but it happens. And you know what? Sometimes you're just going to cry. And I'm not going to tell you not to cry because it happens. And it's life. And it's about life. And it's how you have to deal with it. But sometimes, no, you know, we're just talking now. Stuff comes out. Put a little blush, put a little bronze on. This is my Beach Betty. This is my favorite bronzer, y'all, by Lorac. When it comes down to grieving, and I tell people this because I have dealt with it for so many years, is that grieving is a personal thing. You know, people will be around and listen to you in the beginning, but grieving becomes a very personal and a very solitary place to be. And so what you have to learn is how to grieve and how to deal with it. So don't be afraid of crying. And sometimes you're still going to cry years later. I still cry for my parents sometimes, you know. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, I'm so good about it. No, I'm not. I wish they were here, you know. But they're not. And I've had to, you know, I accept that. And that's what you accept. But you still don't want them gone. You don't want them gone, but you learn to make it through. And the best thing you can do, and I figured in my life, was to be the person my parents wanted me to be. I ain't everybody they would like me to be, because I'm a little wild. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that's gotta be rough. And so, you know, it's about dealing with those type of things. And grief is going to be what it's going to be. You can't dictate it. You can't tell it to be anything else. But, you know, but you got to, but you find your way through it. And the strongest people do find their way through it. It's not about letting go, but it's just finding a way to live with it and live through it. And the strongest people can actually do that. You know, I ain't set my face. I ain't put on concealer. I'm talking so much. I done just done all kind of shit all out of order. Can I put some concealer on? Can I conceal these fucking under eyes? Let's just do a quick concealer, because I done bronzed up my face. I ain't put no setting powder on. It's a good thing I ain't going nowhere. So let's put a little concealer under these eyes. I'm using the Adrian one because, and see, look at this. This is a good conversation because it's not just about me talking. And that's kind of why I like lives. You know, I love live conversations, especially like this, because people get to talk to each other. We get to more interaction. You know, it's not just comments and me commenting back, but the reality of the conversation, and it can go where it needs to go. And so that needed to be said. I don't think I put any concealer powder with me. Yes, and I'll be honest with you, we don't get to edit, so you get to see exactly who the person is, honey child. You get to see exactly who the person is. Cause see, I can film some shit and edit it and make it look all pretty. And then you can see what the fuck I do when I'm by myself. Be like, oh fuck, no concealer on my eyes. Nothing under these little baggy eyes. These creased up lined eyes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I honestly tell people that when it comes down to the grief process, grieve. And don't. You see what it did? YouTube kicked me off for a minute, but I'm back. I'm back. I hope y'all still here. All of a sudden I saw my face like, and I look crazy. So if you're still here, say something so I know you're here. Because I don't know if anybody's here now. Did it kick you all off? Because it almost kicked me off for a minute. It was like, you out of here. You are out. You are out. Yeah, so let me know if you're still here, because there was an interruption. My stream was interrupted. It was like, okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, it was, but yeah, so I tell people just, okay, yeah, it did something. It was like, you talking too, I guess it was like, bitch, you talking too long. Shut your mouth for a minute. Silent coyote. Silent coyote. It was silent coyote on me. This month I'm trying to use my e.l.f. baked These are okay, but they can be annoying sometimes. Okay, TTYL kicked me off again. I'm like, okay, we're gonna stop talking in a minute. We're gonna stop talking. Yes, they have come out with new blushes and bronzers. I am planning on buying them. I'm trying to figure out how they give you like this free, like you can do your own sale date and get 25% off because I'm cheap like that. And so I want to get them for free. Yeah, they got some new bronzers, some new blushes that I want to try. But I would like them to go ahead and get them out. Yeah, they just came out like 2 weeks ago, so I want them. Okay, let's do the under eyes. Let's put some color on underneath these eyes. Smoke it out a little. And let's put on some mascara and everything. And some lipstick. The eyes are okay, I guess. I can work with. I can live with them. I can live with them. I'm going to put that, this color under my eyes. Why? Because that's who I am today. Yes. Yes. Let me tell you something about that. I won't buy anything that's regular price that doesn't say new from e.l.f. until it goes to 50% off. When they had the 50% off sales. Like right now, I have a whole list of stuff I need to buy. You know I did. You know I got the magic pills. You know I wanted them Jack and the Beanstalk pills. You know I did. I want my magic pills. And they pink. Pink is my favorite color, so I had to get them. Please, you know I did. Because, yes, you know, we need that in our lives. I'm going to put a little green on the edges and then smoke this out. I'll be honest with you. I can't even watch her stuff. Keep doing this, so we're going to see. This is just going to keep doing this stuff, so we're just going to keep bringing it back. I'm just going to keep resuming it. Because it keeps pausing. I don't know what that's about. I've never had. I am going to have an update. Wait a minute. There was an article in Allure about her pills. I saw it the other day. I said, I said, I have to stay away from this. I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, they did mention her. That yes. So you know what? Hey, it's going to help her out. The thing is that she's going to be fine. But I get this impression because I did notice, and I forgot about that she had that collab herself that didn't go well. I don't think people really buy makeup from Tarte. And I think the problem is that her personal style and aesthetic is very high end. So she needs to collaborate with, like, she would need to collaborate with like Marc Jacobs or something like that, but they ain't collaborating because they Marc Jacobs. You know, the company's like, you know, she could get with La Mer or Sicily or something and do something with them because that's her vibe. But they're not going to do it because, I mean, really, let's be honest. I wouldn't take seriously a Tati collaboration with like Maybelline because I'm like, I mean, she does talk about them, but her personal aesthetic, when you, did you see that? I'm sure they are. And here's the thing. I think that she would make sure her stuff is quality. I don't say her stuff ain't quality. I'm just saying the way she worked, the way she handled it was just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, so let's do some lash work. So I'm going to start with this voluminous lash primer. And I have a lash separator to make sure, because yeah, I mean, that's the main thing, is that, so I love this primer because it does, and I had the Lancome primer, and I will say these are very comparable, so, which makes sense because L'Oreal is owned by, you know, owns Lancome. So why should we buy the Lancome when you can get the L'Oreal? So I have this lash separator that helps separate my lashes. so they don't get too clumpy, because I really don't like super clumpy eyelashes. Yes, they are. I love the Masseur Big. I ain't even gonna lie. But I just buy the $12 one because I use too much mascara. And I try many different ones. So I prefer to, but I mean, and even I like the Lancome base because I've had the Lancome Lash Primer. But if I can get this one for $10 as opposed to that one for $26, I'm going to get the one for $10. Do you the Bad Gal Bang? Oh, okay. I said I'm going to do a $12 try on that because that kind of stuff I try at $12. So I'm doing 2 coats. And see if you can see my lashes curl up pretty good. So I don't need a lash curler. I've never used a lash curler because they scare me. I could just see myself ripping out all of my lashes. All of my lashes. So I'm going to use for my first coat is the Tarte Lash Paint. Because let me just tell y'all. Let me tell y'all my experience with my first time getting my eyebrows waxed. It was back in the late 80s. And it was the lady who used to do my nails, you know. Let's go to this lady, did nails in her basement. She had a little nail salon in her basement. Got my acrylics done. And so she was like, oh, I'm starting to wax eyebrows. She was like, you know, let me do your eye. Oh, I do too. This one is so nice. And, you know, they gave it to us in a BoxyCharm. And then Ulta had all Tarte mascaras for $10. So I went and got this and something else. See, Amy, you see what I'm saying? So, like I said, I have this. And you can use a spoolie, but I do like this to, like, zhuzh through my lashes just to make sure they're not too clumpy. But the trick is when you're doing it like this, you want to put on 2 coats of lash primer and then have 2 different. So, like, I love the Tarte paint, lash paint, because they give me my length. They give me a good length on my lashes. But yeah, so, okay, so she's like, oh, you know, I'm doing lash, you know, I'm doing eyebrows now, right? I'm like, okay, you know, I've always been adventurous. Okay, cool. And this is when waxing eyebrows, y'all know, was just coming out back in the 80s. So I'm sitting there, and all these people here getting their, you know, getting their nails done and everything, because there's another girl who did nails. And she puts on the wax, and she rips it off. And after she does it, everybody in the room, I swear to y'all, did like this. And she went, and I'm going, what just happened? And she's like, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? This woman had taken my eyebrow off from here back. I had absolutely no eyebrow. No eyebrow. None. And so I'm like, what the fuck? Right? I was like, oh my God. So she's like, wait a minute, we can fix it. So she's like, trying to like grab eyebrow pencil and put me on the eyebrow because she ripped my whole eyebrow off. It took me months to grow my eyebrows back because eyebrows don't grow back that fast. It was a mess. So I had to get this side plucked down some. So because I was like, she's like, let me do the other side. I was like, are you insane? You just, no, you're not doing my eyebrows again. No, we're good. I'm doing another just light coat of my lash paint to really give myself some lashes. Zhuzh them up. Yeah, so I would not get my eyebrows waxed for years. I do get them threaded here and there. You got to be up for that tweezing though, because you know what, and I tell men this, I said they really do need to respect our pretty. Because we will take hot wax and put it on our body and have it ripped out. Now let me tell you something, if you've never done this, don't you ever do this in your entire life. Never get your underarms waxed. Oh, I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. And then I did the Tarte, and now I'm going to do the Lash Princess. This is the volume one to give myself a little more volume to my lashes, to make them, give them just a little thickness on the top end. And then I always like, you know, I keep going through them with this so they're not too clumpy. Because I found out I don't really like the spiky lashes. If you all don't know, Walgreens has buy one. Now, I used to get them threaded a lot. I do like threading. If you got the right threader, that's nice. But I used to get my underarms waxed. That is insanely painful. Okay, so there's my lashes. Good, good, good. This is what I do most days, because I don't want, you know, I ain't got time to be putting on lashes every day. But, you know, but for every day, this is a good one. So if you do like 2 coats of primer, and then get you a lengthening one, and then a thickening mascara, and that way you get the length you want and the volume you want, and it works perfectly. Lipstick. Let's do some little lipsticks. I brought this Milani Prismatic Touch. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, especially for the summertime. It's such a pretty rosy gold metallic. The only thing about Milani is these dry down. Woo, do they dry down? They dry down. Oh, you know the Milani ones, they had that vanilla smell. I do like the vanilla smell in the Milanis. But this is my sexy, this color. I have always get compliments when I wear this color. So you want to get this. This is the Milani Prismatic Touch. Now, let me say, it does. If you get your whole face waxed, it really does. Just don't get your underarms waxed, because it feels like hot fire underneath your arms and you be walking around. You be like this. Was it Milani that smelled bad? Somebody I had recently did smell bad. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember. Okay. Really? I'm telling you. And the guy, and the one, they kept telling me, oh, you know, it gets better every time you do it. Finally, somebody told me, this one lady told me, no, it don't. She said, your underarms always hurt. And that's when that was the last day I got mine done, because I'll be walking out like this. Please, don't play with me. Have me out here with my stuff just look like a hot mess. Yeah, you know what? I do shave my face. It's so funny the things we do as women for beauty. We will shave our face. Oh, I forgot to put this on. I want to put it in the inner corner. Baby, listen. I got that extra, that chin hair. And it is not going to be here with me. I just absolutely... This is the Pure Intention. That's one of those WetNWild, the new ones, the Gothographic ones. And so it's like a pearly color. Love it. Love it. These are just as good as the Stila ones. I still say when it comes down to like the glitter, seriously glittered ones like this, the Stilas are the best. The Glitter and Glow with the glitter, with the chunky glitter. Those are better. But when it comes down to the shimmer ones, these are good. I like the ColourPop ones because their glitter isn't as heavy and thick, but still it stays on. What part of Illinois you live in? You can't get a wax done. You ain't in Chicago, are you? Because you can get a wax done. European Wax Center all over the place. They don't have any European Wax Centers by you? I redid my hair. It came out pretty decent this time. This whole locking thing, I don't know how long it's going to last. But I'm trying. At least it keeps me from not messing with my hair too much. Oh, you all the way in Southern Illinois. If you're by Springfield, I know they got some waxers. I know they got some waxers for you. They got some. Okay, so I love this color, y'all. I cannot wait till it's warm outside because I'm ready for spring. And I'm going to be doing a couple of other videos today, but one of them is going to be, is it just me or are we not like, the new makeup that's coming out is not doing it for me. I'm like, there isn't a lot of the new stuff coming out. Oh, Edwardsville. Okay, got you. Yeah, you over there by Southern Illinois in Edwardsville. Okay, so yeah, I just don't. But I'm saying, like, I have not seen. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I'm just like, hey, could y'all come with something? I need some spring colors, y'all. I need some spring eyeshadow, some for real spring. Oh, okay. Some for real spring eyeshadows. I need some springy pastels. Can I get some pastels? Can we get some summer vibrancy? Everything is neutral. Okay. Yes. I don't want to know. Which Lorac palette did you just buy for $30? Which one did you buy for $30? Which one? The I Love Brunch? From last year? The Pro palette. Oh, the Pro, yes. The Pro palette is good. The Pro 4? The Mega, oh, the Pro palette and Mega Pro 4. Because I'm thinking the Mega Pro 4. Which Pro palette did you get? Speaking of stuff, did you all see what I told y'all? Did you all see, since I told you all never buy Urban Decay collections on sale, on regular price? Shut your mouth. Oh, somebody gonna have me in a Pure's thing. Because my lips are not metallic enough, they need a lip topper. Now, did you all see the whole Kristen Leanne's? The whole Kristen Leanne is on sale for half off. I told you all, do not buy Urban Decay limited edition sets. Oh, yes. Okay. Do not buy their sets until they go on sale, because they always go on sale. Don't ever buy them things, because they always go on sale. Always. I know some people are hot that they pay full price for that mess. Because how long has it been out? A month? So they must not have sold as much as they thought it was. Because they was like, we need to get rid of this. We need to drop this. Drop this. Drop this hot. We got to drop this like a hot potato. There was like, Kristen Leanne is not selling well. I mean, she got a whole collection. We ain't talking about a palette or something. She got a whole collection. A whole collection. Man, look, I didn't even want it, but I almost bought it just because it was 50% off. I was about to go to Ulta just to get the damn thing. And I said, now stop that. You're about to do a clearance aisle mistake. Because you didn't even want the damn palette. But now you're thinking, well, it's only $19.50, y'all. It's only $19.50. It's old and I ain't even. It was like flashing in my head like, yes, I need to go get that damn thing. And then I said, stop it. Stop it. Because I'm actually about to order some other stuff. Well, I'm about to order some purples. I got some purples I'm trying to like stop myself from ordering right now on Beautylish. Have you all seen that Natasha Denona palette? That Tropic palette is gorgeous. That last line with all the bright, beautiful colors on it. But then it's like she's got almost 2 rows of basic neutrals. It's annoying. I'm like, really? It didn't, I mean, she could have had 1 row of neutrals and really gone full blown into the Tropic palette. And I'd have spent that $129 because that last row is killing me. But it's $129. And I'm still, that's $129, y'all. Oh, the mini, okay. Okay. Because that's the only way you can, you know, justify Natasha Denona. Because the whole, you know, everything is 100,000 year. It's like $255 for 10 shadows. That's why I don't have Pat McGrath. I think I'm gonna get those, her smaller ones, because it's like $125. I just like, I want you, but I don't want you that bad. $125. That's a pair of shoes, y'all. That's a decent pair of shoes. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Okay, so I think this came out okay. Even though I got caught up in the talking and forgot shit to do on my face. I ain't put no powder on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And it worked out. It worked out. And it's good because now I can go and film some other stuff. It's the lipstick. The lipstick made it work. It was the lipstick that made it work, y'all. But yeah, so it was great talking. We talked for like an hour now. I've been on here for an hour. This has been fun. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week because I really, really, really love the interaction of live. I mean, I know YouTube is about videos and production value, but I really like the live conversation because it makes it where you actually get to speak and talk to people and really connect with people more, you know, more than we would if I was just doing a video, you know. And videos are good because, you know, for content wise, yes, we gotta do videos, but you know, I like this part of it. And I'm glad they have it because I like when I talk about things like forgiveness or whatever conversation, that there's a more give and take and interaction, you know, and people can, you know, and it goes where it's supposed to go. Like, hell, we weren't even supposed to be talking about grief and everything. And we had a whole grief conversation in here. So it was awesome. So thanks a lot. I guess I should videotape some other stuff. What am I doing after this? Okay, I'll think about it. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.